Hey everyone, this is a video about embracing the new. And so I've got written on the board here, if you are to rise in consciousness, then of course it isn't going to look the same as what you have known. The challenge, the course, journey, and answers are of course going to teach you and offer in every teaching, offer you something new. New is different to everyone. So our new is not the same as each other's new. Allow the learning, embrace your new. So it's all about the rising consciousness, and we don't often allow an expanse of new. So sometimes it has to hit us in the face, not literally, but it can come as a wake up, even repeatedly, to teach us that life isn't the way the human wants it to be the same. So anyway, I think it's a beautiful thing, the rising consciousness, which is why I'm making time to talk about it, because embracing the new, especially making time for that. Because if I was to list just how good it feels to be unattached to having things or wanting things, so even that it's to our detriment at times, wanting them to stay the same, how good it is to detach from these things and actually go through with ourselves identifying this. And it's good that I heard someone else recently speak about this as well, because it really did highlight not only the fact that the light energy supporting us and all the alignments at the moment planetarily, and the eclipses 2 weeks apart, highlighting even down to the small things that we would just autopilot in life, because life has gotten so fast that we don't only fear change, we're scared of change, and we like our things just the way they are, and that could have built up over a long period of time. So it really rattles the cage of someone who likes things a certain way, times like these. But if you could just spread your wings a little, which means take away the guard from your heart. So your arms are literally, you're either open to the world, you feel this way, or you feel guarded. This is like the wings of whether you choose to live and be open to change, make changes, embrace, like, I'm not here forever. You know, if something looks a little different, or if it feels tough that I have to change it, then there must be a reason. So when someone recently spoke of something so simple as in, I usually do something that is more for others, but I feel obliged to do it, you can take back your power and your choice and make some change. So change isn't only what's coming towards us, it's also how we look at how we spend our time, our focus, our energy, our thoughts. It's all the one thing. Our energy is our thoughts, and how much time we spend thinking certain things produces our currency, our current energy field, our currency of attraction. So the old world, and we're still dealing with it, and the remnants as it passes, says, we have these energetic expectations in place, and this solid kind of nature is the way we live. And then someone decides, with a bit of fluid momentum in their life, to make some different choices. They see there isn't actually these invisible walls or barriers I put up. So if I change a few things, I feel different, and it's actually freedom and a way of living. Like, you don't only do it for that one thing. If you see it's a change in one thing in your life, and you discover, I'm doing this because of a particular reason that I'm putting my energy into, but it doesn't really need my energy. It's kind of like looking at what you spend your energy on in a day, and you don't have to keep doing all the same things you might have done to keep up the invisible notions and appearances of what other people think should be in place. We're taking more of our own choices back. And that feels scary because it's like you're out on a limb at times. But you have to have a quiet moment with yourself and say, well, actually, no, this is my energy field, and I've got to trust that if I'm spending too much of my time doing certain things, and I'm now analyzing that it doesn't actually resonate, like feel congruent, doesn't actually feel like me, then I might let some of these things free from my energy field instead of constricting myself to be this way. So I'm pretty sure you've all got that. So this is just another little eclipse period reminder that it's all energy, and we can eclipse these things. Like, it's not like done insensitively or unemotionally, but it's not done with taking into account oversensitivity of what's been in place and over emotionality of what's been in place, because that's just enforcing that you're putting more energy into something that perhaps doesn't need it. So you can eclipse these things by saying, the whole process I mentioned, I'm going to watch what I do with my energy. Because your energy is your health when it comes down to it at the end of the day. If you sat back for, say, each day and then looked back over a week, a month or more, and look at how you took notes of how, perhaps notes or recorded in some way, or just started to notice, is the point, how you're spending your energy, and whether you feel drained, you feel content. Have you taken time out with yourself to actually look at this? Because we are going from the solid nature of life, that we are just physical working bees, into the multidimensional aspect of a bee, you could think, in flying with arms open and having a vast and different life experience. Essentially, not just as working bees, but everyone's got their own creative soul path endeavors. And as humans, we are unlimited in creation. So human beings, light man beings. We are multidimensional, so we're not so restricted as we think. So we loosen up what we spend our time on, our energy on, and we take inventory of what we are doing with ourselves, and we can change that anytime we want. So you can eclipse things if you want, because it's all energy. You can change your mind, because that's the direction changer. There is no actual prison walls, because people say things have to be a certain way. In everyday life, like our little choices that we can focus on changing to make them more interiorly, directly congruent from our feeling resonance as souls. Yeah, so it's quite an expanse. So, you know, that's the rising consciousness. You're going to have expanded experiences, and yeah, it's all for the learning and to embrace the new, to expand your soul. So truly, truly, truly spread the wings of your soul. And that's it from me. Bye for now.